the spirit, we ask you to come into it. Because what we are preaching from here is a gospel of redemption, as directed by Chukwukika Abiyama himself in heaven. And this very gospel, we must preach it. Therefore, we must pray. We give thanks unto thee, O Elohim, for there is none like thee. There can never be any like thee. You are the beginning and the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega. Our lives are in the palm of your hands. We commit all that we are unto thee. We have come as the ancients did before us, as our ancestors did before we came, to offer praise and adoration unto your holy name and no other. For we do not worship any idol. We do not worship anything born of a human being. We do not worship anything carved out of a tree. We do not bow down before anything molded with the hands of men. It's only thee that we worship. That is why we have come this very evening on this hallowed platform that you yourself created, to offer you unadulterated praise and to hand over to thee all that we can ever become, because Biafra is yours. This very family of IPOB, you molded yourself, you decreed that IPOB must come, and now that we have come, that we may worship thee, O Elohim, please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like thee. We will continue to adore thee. We will continue to worship thee. And as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hand is very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, be praised, now and forevermore, we pray. Ise, Ise, Ise.
When I pray, I have a God that answers. You are who you are, yes.
By the grace, servants of the great and wonderful indigenous law Biafra, and the head of the Directorate of State. On Monday, the 28th of June, 2021, Biafrans and the world at large woke up to the news making the rounds that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Iyke, was in the custody of the Nigerian security agencies, the DSS to be precise. The IPOB leadership has, of course, through my office, confirmed this to be the case. I wish to use this opportunity to inform the Biafran people, friends and well-wishers, that our leader, Mazi Iyke, was abducted criminally in Kenya and illegally brought into Nigeria. This criminal violation of international law was carried out by Nigeria in spite of the fact that Onyendu does not possess any Nigerian traveling document, having repudiated any previous connection he may have had with the contraption called Nigeria. Let me state without equivocation that our leader, Mazi Iyke, is at the helm of our march to freedom, notwithstanding the present turn of events. And while Onyendu is temporarily and illegally in the custody of the Nigerian government, the Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra shall be implementing every one of our fundamental objectives, which our leader laid down for IPOB family worldwide. Our struggle for freedom is not just the desire to establish a geographical entity called Biafra. Of course, that is a fundamental objective of our self-determination struggle, but much more imperative, much more important is our hunger and thirst for truth, honorable and irrevocable freedom from all manner of subjugation and oppression. Freedom from every debilitating influence that retard and hinder the full realization and development of our heaven-endowed talents and gifts. We pursue that freedom which a sovereign and independent Biafran nation shall provide our children and our generations yet unborn, so that they, like every other child in civilized world, may dream big dreams and achieve these dreams in dignity and in liberty. Biafrans, there is no substitute to a sovereign and independent Biafran nation. As far as this great family of IPOB is concerned, our objective is three. The first of it is the restoration of Biafra. The second is the restoration of Biafra. And the third is, of course, the restoration of Biafra. A nation that our people must be proud of. We must recognize and accept the hard reality that there is no safety for us as a race anywhere in the world except in a free and independent Biafran state. As we reflect upon this unpalatable truth, we must begin to contemplate what shall become of and befall our children without a restored Biafran nation. Our heroes and heroines past gave great thought to this very truth, and they chose to fight for their freedom and the freedom of their children. This generation of Biafrans, this great family of the indigenous people of Biafra that our leader Mazi Iyke Kanu has put in place, have chosen to toe the path of our heroes past, and we will not allow our children to be subservient to any race or nation. We must let history be our guide and learn from history what happened to the Jews, who were hounded all over the world for extermination until they joined hands to fight for their existence and for the creation of the state of Israel. Today, they have not only taken their due place amongst the community of nations, they are accorded their due respect as well. And Israelis can now live in any place of their choosing with the assurance that they have a nation and government that will come to their aid at every given time and moment in any part of the world they may reside. Therefore, this generation of Biafrans must accomplish this work for our children and our generations yet to be born. We must remain firm and focused in our pursuit. We must refrain from allowing the enemy to distract us and derail our march to freedom. We, the indigenous people of Biafra, led by Mazi Iyke Kanu, affirm our immutable right to determine our cultural, economic, and political systems, as well as our right to self-determination as guaranteed and proclaimed by the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of the Indigenous Peoples to Self-Determination. And of course, Articles 5, 6, 7, and 12 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, ratified and domesticated by the Nigerian government in the year 1983. In recognizing and upholding our right as indigenous people, we made a deliberate choice of non-violent methodology to achieve our stated objective as indigenous people. Our peaceful agitation notwithstanding, the Nigerian government continued unhindered its plan to exterminate our race and take over our ancestral land and resources through the instrumentality of the Fulani herdsmen on the one hand, and the Nigerian terrorists in uniform on the other hand. The Navy, the Army, the Air Force, the police, the DSS, civil service, name it, all of them that they have, all the agencies that they have created and armed, all the objective is the same: to dispossess the Biafran people of our God-given inheritance and to commit another genocide as is being committed presently in our land. Despite the provocations, despite the arrests and torture, notwithstanding the degrading and inhuman treatment meted out to Biafrans and the cold-blooded murder and execution of unarmed, peaceful Biafran civilians, the indigenous people of Biafra has resisted the effort of the Nigerian government through its security agencies to compel us into violent agitation. Biafrans now, however, by this blunder of criminally abducting the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, the Nigerian government alone shall be held accountable for the resulting consequences. By now, it should have become very obvious to the Nigerian zoo government that its state-sponsored acts of violence and terror, abductions, and extrajudicial murders cannot change our resolve to extricate ourselves from the oppressive and humiliating servile existence imposed upon us by the creators of the contraption called Nigeria. We remain undaunted in our conviction. We remain resolute in our belief in the justness of our cause, and we shall remain focused and dedicated in our pursuit of freedom for the indigenous people of Biafra. The IPOB worldwide family and all Biafrans must therefore close ranks and stand behind the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Iyke Kanu. It is time to activate the famed discipline for which we are admired the world over. All principal servants must adhere very strictly to our fundamental principle of command and control, and apply the chain of command in the exercise of their functions and their duties. To the politicians of Biafran extraction, a small window of opportunity still remains for you to turn a new leaf and stand up in the defense of your people, because you do not have time ad infinitum. Politicians, traditional custodians, and all those who see themselves as elders, the time is now to be on the side of the people, the Biafran people, because the rain that is about to fall will spare no one. The directorate will be using the Twitter handle at real IPOBDOS. I repeat, at real underscore IPOBDOS as its official medium to communicate and update Biafrans and the global community of new developments. I will therefore encourage every Biafran and all IPOB family members to follow this very handle at real underscore IPOBDOS. On the 26th of July 2021, being the date the Abuja Court of Justice Bintanyako has fixed hearing, all roads must lead to Bintanyako's court, and both the Nigerian government and the court must understand that the attention of the world community is fixed upon the zoo and their legal system. Prior to this very date, however, the Directorate of State demand that the Nigerian government must grant access to our leaders, personal physicians, and of course, international physicians, that the leadership of indigenous people of Biafra shall put forward to do a thorough medical examination of our leader because of his deteriorating health condition. Finally, the Directorate of State appreciate all the solidarity from our Ambazonia and Oduduwa brothers, as well as from all well-meaning lovers of freedom, for your words of support and encouragement. We, the indigenous people of Biafra, and the Directorate of State do condemn in its entirety the violation of Sunday Igboho's residence by the Nigerian security agencies, and the killing that resulted in that violation. These are people who call themselves soldiers, but they cannot face ordinary bandits. They cannot face terrorists, the Boko Haram, the ISWAP. They have only strength in attacking civilians and destroying people's property. IPOB wish to tell our Oduduwa brothers that we stand firmly with them at this time that Igboho had also been attacked, and we are ready to assist in any manner they may require of us. The God of our ancestor Chukwu Kabiama is in charge of this great family of the indigenous people of Biafra. And he is in total control of our march to freedom. It is therefore into his proactive and protective hand that I commit our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwu Okike shall grant him victory over all our enemies and traducers.
He said,
I will close with the words of Oyendu that Biafra is our identity and our religion, and Chukwu Kabiama is our creator, and to him alone we worship, and to him alone we ascribe all honor and glory. From me, from here, I wish to say good night to all of you. And thank you, Mazi Jonathan.
all right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. That was our HOD talking to us. The reason why yesterday I listened to it, I wasn't preview, I wasn't on air when the broadcast was made. I want us to please pay attention to his words. I want us all to listen to it. Go back and listen to it. If you have not listened to it, please go back and do it. Because there's too much theorizing. People are coming in and saying all kinds of things, but I have always said it from the beginning of this incarceration, this beginning of this adoption. I don't know those of you who listened to me on the first day. I was excited. I was happy. I was happy in a way that I have seen the end in the beginning. I have seen it very clearly. You will not see it if you are so angry, if you are so worked up over nothing. They abducted our leader. That's an illegal thing that they did. You know something? Chukwu Okike is in control of what we are doing. No human being will ever see it. I'm telling you the truth. Because especially when you're worked up, you're so angry, you still want to go. I understand it's natural because what? We are humans. You want to go out there and fight and protect your leader, but you see, a higher power is in control. A higher power, the process is something you will never understand unless you calm down and pray. For those of you who are very prayerful, meditate over what is going on. Go to the spirit. By any memoir, you will see what is going on. You will see the end of this whole journey. That it is our leader is going through a process. A process, not just our leader, all of us. IPOB, we are going through a process because you know what? We are going to achieve our aim. I remember some people a couple of weeks before now having conversation with me. You know, those people who always want to find fault. They said, you see the way Yorubas are doing it, nobody's attacking them. Because of the way Nnamdi Kanu is causing everybody. That is why they are killing everybody. I just look at them and say, these are people you respect and you think they are brain. And I thank God for myself. Believe me. Because I look at them like, Chineke, thank you for giving me the thoughts. The only answer I give to them, believe me, I don't forget it. The same person I saw him yesterday. I said, do you remember what I told you? Because it was like, I said, now, because they've put their hand on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they think that problem is aside. They went to attack Sunday Igboho's house. Sunday Igboho will go through. I told him from the beginning. I said, you're dealing with animals, people who don't think. Nigeria is a problem. I don't know why God put us. That place is hell. These people are not even thinking. They are not even. I don't know who is advising them. You go to a foreign land, you pick up a citizen who is not from that country, you took him to your country. They don't care. They don't give a hoot. For them, when they get their oil money and bribe one or two people, they can do whatever they want to do. That in the end, Abduction say again, I go a mile. So my brothers, Biafrans, what we need this time is to be resolute, pray. Whatever you are told to do, HOD are in charge. They are in charge. They will tell us what to do, what steps to take, what to do. Coordinate us. You have been told that predominantly what you're going to be doing is command and control. Make sure you don't let your emotions carry you away. We are angry, yes. But you know something? If you believe that what is happening is through the higher power, there is nothing anybody's going to do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If he was made to live to see the end of this journey, he will. Don't forget, this is a man, his house was buckled. 28 people died. We didn't hear from him in 13 months, and he surfaced in the state of Israel. So what do you think this people can do to him? They are stuck. They are like people, fish bone. The bone is stuck in their neck right now as we speak. They can't swallow it. They can't spit it out. It is there. Each time they swallow saliva, the pain will hit them. That's the way it is. That's their knowledge. That's the way Nigeria is feeling right now. When you say 26, everybody is jumping. 26 is around the corner. Believe me, before you open your eye and close, it's here. He gave us psalms to pray. He told us to pray each psalm every day, and that this man is divinely ordained. He knows what he is doing. Let us not think that we the humans can do anything. We cannot destroy what God has ordained. Nobody can. No, you will not. Like I said, I don't blame anyone. We are humans. We still have to cry. We still have to theorize, but don't speculate too much. At the beginning of this whole saga, I started getting calls when I was still on air. I saw people calling me that normally they don't call. So I didn't want to pick up those calls because these are family members that I know. So I know they don't want to talk on radio, probably trying to contact me. I blocked them until after the program. I called them and they told me the news breaking. Blah, blah, blah. I said, well, did you see any video? He said, no. I said, well, forget about it because we're dealing with people who have no brains at all. Nigeria can lie and lie to their teeth. That is it. To lie is for them is nothing. They will repeat the same video. You know that like a looped song. When you loop a song, it starts, end, keeps going round and round and round. Sunday, what did they bring out? Guns. they found guns in his house. Nnamdi Kanu, what did they see? No, there was a truck carrying a suspected material, and we followed the truck, and the truck ended in Nnamdi Kanu's house. These are human beings. Do you call these people mad? Do you call them humans? Look at the kind of lies they tell. I heard Lai Mohammed's press conference. When you call somebody who is supposed to be representing a country, he is coming out and telling us that the man is well dressed. He's enjoying himself. Look at him. Just listen to him. What has that got to do with me? He is wearing designer. Nnamdi Kanu is heading over 70 million people. My brother, when you talk about wearing, Nnamdi Kanu, I don't even think he needs to buy any more dress in his life. Because the people he's representing will kit him up, will dress him up, will dress him. Oh, you see, this is what you wear today. Oh yeah, they play it and put it there somewhere. But who cares about these material things, if not idiots like Lai Mohammed? Why do you have to care about what somebody wears? You want him to get naked and walk around naked. These things are not important. Biafrans, let us stay focused. Pray our leader will survive. After all this said and done, he's going to bring that flag up. That flag is going to fly in Nnamdi Kanu's tunnel. There's nothing anybody can do. Yes, he's going to accomplish his job because God never gives you a job without giving you the energy, infusing into you that energy, that divine energy to accomplish what he has given you. You will do it. And when he does it, he will go. Mandela, 28 years in jail. What happened? He came out, I said, okay, our president, the man reluctantly took the presidency for 4 years. And where is he today? He's passed to glory. But these names are names that would never be forgotten in life. So who are you to sit down there and run your mouth? Ngige, let me go there. Somebody showed me what he said. Thank God we can now be president of Nigeria. The Southerners, Igbo man can be president. Look at, you see, this is the way they are thinking. These are people who are educated, that went to school. They come back out of school, they become total idiots. They get worse. School at all. They could have just been themselves and be natural. But no, they go through school, they come out, they become more idiotic than the school that they went to. These people, they piss me off. Human beings, this IPOB has taught me so much. I was in the first war. I was young. I was a baby, actually. I was very young. I went there and took a gun, and we tried to shoot most of us survived. But today, somebody has told us that the brain is mightier than the sword. He used his brain to bring us the way we are, and they think they can destroy this. Keep being what you're being, IPOBs. Remain resolute as as possible. Our sister called me this morning. They sent me something that another radio, what they call them, Freedom Radio, has taken over our 102 point whatever. She sent me a clip from the radio. Listen, my brothers, these things are not relevant. This is all. We are built. Anybody who is IPOB is IPOB. Anybody who is fighting for freedom is fighting for freedom. I'm not talking about people that were convinced. I'm not talking about people that were dragged into it. When they jump off the other leg, they always find something. Oh yeah, the man is out of the way now. This is the time to sit at the corner and open your mouth and talk rubbish. The Hausa man will say, I'm happy that NNAMDI Kanu have been incarcerated. That's what Erufai said. All of them are happy. Then our own Igbo politician, the first thing okay, this is an opportunity for us to do what? To become a president of Nigeria. That is it. That's all that bothers them. I saw the Fulefu, the Sekbuana, he's thanking God. Tell me which Hausa man has ever knelt down and said thank God for catching Shakao. Name one. I don't know. I think God just brought us into this world for the world to see that I can do something good and I can do something bad. That's exactly what they are doing. All of them are crying. In the Hausa, the worst criminals. Look at what Autumn said. The same energy you put in arresting NNAMDI Kanu, why don't you put the same energy and go to arrest Fulani herdsmen? Nobody in the state government of Southeast have said anything. You sacrifice your own child for your own selfish end. Chineke ya ninoko. Ise. The way what you are putting is what you get. It's like a computer. Garbage in, garbage out. You people should sit down there and be brooding. I know you don't sleep anymore. Because you have murdered sleep. Most of you people think out there, most of you are sitting there, people think that you are living. You are not living. You are just ghost men. You are just walking around a ghost. What have they said? They will not say anything. Because when we live for, that is it. But that is not the issue. We know them when you are there, we know who you are. Keep on doing what you are doing. Biafrans, those of you who want freedom, please be very focused. Somebody has said to me openly on my face that NNAMDI Kanu's followers are all illiterates and truck pushers and vulcanizers. It's okay. So if his followers are truck pushers and vulcanizers, that's kudos for him then. That means he is. Is he coming to? Is it you, the rich one, that you think your life has been made? Because your life has not been made. You are all your children. Why don't you put them in Nigeria? If you are so sure of the country, you don't bring them overseas here. People like us, we brought ourselves here. We didn't bring my father never brought me here. We came here on our own. We came here on our own. Struggle on our own. Don't take and sit down there and rob the people and then send your children overseas and think you have all landed. Time will come. It will start in the villages. All of you, keep on doing what you are doing. We are taking notes. When the time comes, you know that the revolution. I read one little book in my secondary school. the tale of two cities, England and Paris. It was a revolutionary story that was, shortcut. How did it happen? The peasants, somebody just got into the bottom of the truck and they drove the truck into the castle and he murdered just those people who think that they are the Hana Hangwang. Biafrans, stay focused. Our HOD, they are the people in charge. These people are the people that they have the roadmap to where we are going. What do we need to do? Follow the roadmap. You cannot. If you know the road, you don't need a GPS. But when you take a GPS to a journey, you know that you are getting somewhere, and that place that you're going is where you're supposed to go. That's what they call having a roadmap. So this roadmap that we have, our leader Mazi Iyke has handed the roadmap to them, and they are the ones in charge. You can make suggestions, but please let it be your personal opinion. Because don't say what you want to say, but the truth is that whatever you're saying, please understand that there are people out there who are listening. There are people out there who are out there listening to us, and what we want is our freedom, and it's our freedom that we're going to get. I'm going to have to open the line very, very right now because a lot of people there. So I was listening to Middle East, and I knew that there are a lot of people that are wanting to call, trying to call, and they don't get through. So if you're going to call me this morning, please be very, very considerate. Look at the fact that there are other people that are waiting to make their own contribution. So the line is open for you at 646-920-4541 plus 1-929-406-9953 845-344-7984. The line is open. Call us. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. All right, that line just cut off. I don't know what happened. Let's take another one on the principal officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you very much, Mazi Iyke. Good afternoon from here. My name is Desmond, and I'm calling you from Italy, Mazi. Mazi, please just let me give out the numbers from IPOB Italy National Body, signed by the IPOB National Coordinator in Italy to support ESN. Before I comment on your very good exercise this afternoon from here, Mazi, Biafrans in Italy. I didn't say IPOB family members, I said Biafrans. So where friends of Biafrans and our well-wishers, please, as long as you're in Italy, call these numbers from IPOB National Body to support ESN. Because we must keep moving, we must continue to support ESN, our land must be defended, our mothers must go to farm, and our streets must be free of terrorists so that our people can be able to live free. The numbers are +39 35100 46055. I repeat, +39 35100 46055. This is the IPOB National Coordinator's number in Italy. The second number is +39 3512 551274. I repeat, +39 3512 551274. This number is for IPOB National PRO in Italy. Any of the number you call will be directed on how to support ESN. Now, Mazi, I just want to say something. You see, like what as you just analyzed, I read what by the Jofor wrote. Mazi, you see, the truth of the matter is that you said a lot of things that are important in analysis this afternoon. But what I want to say as a youth, because I'm a youth, so I want to say that you people that are elderly, you must keep talking. We will keep displaying our anger, and you elderly ones must keep talking to us to calm down and we have to listen. It's very, very important because some people will say, everything by each no be matter. You know, the mind of the elder is the mind of the younger ones. You know, there is no how you can expect a youth like me to hear that my commander, my leader, was arrested for 8 days. Nobody knew he was treated bad to the extent that now his heart is enlarged 13%. His heart, and you expect us not to react as a youth. It's impossible. But then, that is why we have elderly people like you and others. And that is also why we have the body of the DOS, the HOD, and others who are there to also direct us. Because it's very, very important that all of you continue to talk so that things will not go out of place. Because if you leave us the youth, we cannot contain it. Because it is too much on us. We are human beings. We know what we are doing is spiritual. But we are human beings. And we are very active. We have 2 hands, we have 2 legs. Nigerian army, they have 2 hands, they have 2 legs. So, there is nothing like a warriors and a. But I want to appreciate you people. Because I have been busy since last night. This afternoon, I read that thing. Honestly, my mind almost flew. But with analysis now, I was able to calm down a bit. You know, but Nigeria government must understand that they are trading on a very dangerous ground. Because this is going to mark, as in, they will not survive it in short. They will not survive it. Thank you very much, Mazi, and God bless you.
God bless you too. All right. God bless you, my brother. Thank you very much for your call. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls. Let me go to a straight line call. Call on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi Iyke, can you hear me, sir?
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Mazi Iyke, Dishike, Mazi Iyke. Biafrans all over the world, you go to go to carry a Madrid in the evening. Then NNAMDI'S Kanu, Governor, Nakandi, already had a mentor, Ojo Gala. Biafrans all over the world, you people have heard the broadcast of our Supreme Leader, Assistant, the Director of State. We must be under that command and control. Please, anywhere, let the whole world know that we are ready to take arms now. But because of the leadership of Ipob, which our leader put in place, that is the savior of government of America and all the whole nations of the world, because most of them know that our leader was kidnapped, not arrested, and we are sorting it out here. If any hair comes out for our leader's head, no nation of this world will exist. Dara, Mazi Iyke, we are not arrogant. We are telling them all that we must be free. Mazi Iyke, their children must come back to their fatherland. We are here. All these governors, just watch the drama. We are coming. You people must prepare to leave now. Or if is out of our leader's head, we the Biafrans, we will execute the real mission of supposed to carry them on this head. Biafrans under this message. Zechariah chapter 6, verse 1 to end. You see verse 5, verse 13 and verse 15 on the line. Sirach chapter 36, from verse 1 to end. You wanna see verse 7, verse 11 and verse 12 on the line. Then the doctor says 26, all you leads to Abuja. We have Yesaya, Fulani, you adopted our leader. Then the doctor says he's saving you people. Every time must be put in place. Make us handle our leader very well. But you are going to carry on and handle our leader. Otherwise, no Fulani on this earth. We don't see any, but let's just watch and see. Dara, double second. Osco Kama Pola, Olu to Penty like I have been so, no, we should say, but then you let so make a dead on like a deal. So come and try the Biafra, not like a Polo, but Biafra, not like a Polo. Moya Mesulu, Lima, and them more, their cat, glorious. Now for, now for, yeah, that's all for those and I didn't put in Gabo, all kingdom of seconds and kingdom of life. Oh, yeah, Biafra.
Thank you very much, Dewo. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra. I have a call coming in on Signal. Call on Signal. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Dr. Ipiters, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. You're speaking to Brother Chidera calling from a location, sir. Dr. Iyke, just for the benefit of those who depend on this platform to be able to get information unless I miss it, but I'm not sure if it's necessary from your side to able to read out the statement the lawyer of our leader released yesterday, because a lot of people are in dark and they need an information. For the benefit of those who 100% depend on this platform to able to listen to get an information, you can read it out to them to know and understand the where we are. Secondly, Peter, sir, this I heard you say that our leader is leading up to 70 million people, which is true. And you remember 2 weeks or so ago, just about last week, yeah, that was 2 weeks ago, I called you in this radio, your own platform in particular, and I questioned why the quietness of when our leader, this is not a blaming game, but I'm just saying we should be able to get it clear and make our people follow, because 70 millions are standing one place waiting for their commander, waiting for their leader. Nobody knows. When a twist or a post was made, and we all queued and wait for our leader to broadcast to us, it was a game they played to us. For my own understanding, I didn't say somebody told me.
Hold on.
If you look at,
let me interject.
Yes.
Hold on. Just hold on. Our leader was going to make a broadcast. First of all, it did not come from Radio Biafra. It wasn't on a platform. People are making up these things. They bring it in. Nobody, it's not, information is not correct. So that has nothing to do with it. And then number two, let me come in. When our leader was abducted, a lot of people, I got more than 200 calls, private calls. And all I keep telling them was that I don't have information. And really, I didn't have information. So HOD is not different from me. Our leader has been, doing business, doing something for us. Whatever he does about Biafra, he does it. But do you know something? The people got information, and when they spoke to us, is when they, first of all, the people that arrested him did not. You don't just go about and start looking for our leader when there's no cause to look for him. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Like this blame.
No, I didn't understand.
You made something.
I say I'm not blaming anybody for his arrest or for
if you are not.
But when we 70 million, sir.
No, let me finish.
You are not. When you finish my comment, you can understand what I mean.
Okay, go ahead.
If you allow me.
All right, I'll allow you.
What I'm saying is that you say that we are 70 million is the leading. Our father, we can't find him, and we are looking for him, and we start complaining on the radio, asking questions. If you remember, we have already started complaining before this. If you read the statement the lawyer released yesterday, he said it is on 18th. When did we start complaining? I'm talking of we, the followers now. When did we start complaining? And when that tweet was made to say, when that post was made to say, our leader is about to broadcast to us, that means you know what they're saying. If you know when Buhari is supposed to go to London and he cancel it, that means they know what they're doing.
You are speculating. I'm not
speculating.
Please don't
you read our leaders.
No, Chidera, let me land in. This is not the time for all this. I will not take this on my platform. Let's go and talk about what we know. Speculation is dangerous. I don't like it. Don't connect what is not there. You are imagining these things. Other people are imagining their own. If we let the people come in here, what we are saying right now is, how do we solve this problem? Don't play the end. I don't do it. It's happened. Split milk, basanana. You can't lick it up. Will clean it up. So let us not go there. He missed on the 8th. Hold on, please, sir. I gave you time.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yes, you started looking for him at a particular time. Is this the first time that our leader has said, the people have said he's going to broadcast? I didn't broadcast. It's not the first. It is not the first. It has always happened. And most of this time that these things happen, our leader never even said he was going to broadcast. People start putting in. What we are saying right now is our leader, he is there now in their custody. We know where he is. I have always given this story one time. There was a guy, I remember it very, very clearly. A story. It's a true story, but it's true. Where I live, a young kid who left university looking for a job. He finally got a job. The first salary that he was paid, he gave somebody money, because we live in a community at that time. Gave somebody money, go and buy me beer so I can give these people. the person he gave money to all of a sudden screamed that his private part had disappeared. The crowd came to kill this guy. They came into my premises, and there were so many. My musicians wanted to. I said, don't fight them. Well, at least we know this person. We know this person. Take him, go and kill him. Now they started protecting him because we know where he is. We know where our leader is. We know where he is right now as we speak. That's the first goal. What we are thinking now is let us wait patiently and see what is going to happen. Speculation. I can speculate. You can speculate, but I don't speculate. Believe me. I base it entirely on what HOD tells me. Now you said something about the doctor. Yes, I can believe the doctor because he is the doctor. He went there and saw our leader one-on-one. Every other thing we are saying, connecting Buhari's travel with this, is a speculation, for God's sake. We don't do that. Absolutely, we don't do that. I know you're angry. I can feel it. Everybody is. But you know something? The truth remains. We have to follow the truth. In the end, I have seen the end in this beginning. This thing, we are going to be victorious. So when the is confused when they start kidnapping to government of a country. Why don't you say thank God for that is happening? Because this is very simple. They could have taken him to court in that country, and the judge probably bribed the judge. The judge will say take him. Then they have done something official, but they have not. They kidnapped him. They stole him. And you shouldn't be happy for that. You should be very happy for that, because they're now telling the world is seeing what they are, that we are living in a mess. If they do things right, do you think it's to their own glory now? If they do things right, it means that all we have been saying is a lie. But now they have seen what they are doing. The world is focused on. Listen, my brothers, let us look at it positively. Let us look at this on the positive side. This is NNAMDI Kanu was arrested. He was talking on radio. They came here, they put him in jail for 2 years, and they think that they were going to do him bad. He became a global phenomenon. Right now, he's going to be, I don't know what I'll call him now. So why don't we thank God that this is the process that is going? It is Chukwu Okike Abiyama that is to control. I am not trying to stop you from airing your views, but please let us be very careful what we say in this situation. I try as much as possible to call. I've been listening to other broadcasters. I hear people call. I have nothing to add to it, but I'm only treating them as these are humans. But theorizing is not the best that we need. Do you have anything to say anymore? Because the other callers waiting to talk.
Yeah, Mazi, I was taught to respect elders' opinion. And let me leave it here. All I'm saying is that God protect our leader wherever he is, and lead him back home as soon as possible. Lead him back home. God bless all. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. That is the best thing you have said right now, because that's what I expect anybody to say. All right, let me take another call on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on straight line, are you there?
Yes, Mazi. Good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, my big brother Mazi Iyke, your brother, which we call it from my location. Mazi, I salute our leader and Biafrans worldwide. Mazi, if you know me, I don't have anything to worry, because I know. If you look at Mazi, I don't know if I'm coming out clear.
Yeah, loud and clear, sir. Go ahead.
Mazi, our people should sometimes understand when the anchor, like people like you, are trying to explain things to people. It would have been so bad if we did not know where our leader is.
Exactly.
But now we know exactly where our leader is now. We know. And the whole world know. The games have changed. But all I'm saying is, our leader is a president now. Not ordinary human being. People should understand it. My anger is this. Uhuru Kenyatta, I have been telling people, and that is what I want our people to twist. IPOB is everywhere in the whole world. It's not the proper way that somebody who denied Nigeria, it's not a Nigeria, it's a Biafra. And he made it clear to the whole world. Even when they interview him, people should go and listen to when they interview him, very moment they interview him. His birth certificate was written Biafra, and he's a British citizen. He was illegally adopted, kidnapped. This is what our people should understand. In another soil, even the people that he holds their citizenship said they don't even know whereabouts. They don't have hand in it. Now we have already know who the country that played the role that handle our leader over to the Nigerian government, which is they did not supposed to. They should have allowed him to go his own way. That is why I'm telling Kenyan citizens that Uhuru Kenyatta is a criminal, is a murderer, is nothing but a common criminal. Uhuru Kenyatta should understand that if we can put the zoo in the coma, Uhuru Kenyatta should understand that if he steps in leg anywhere in Europe, we see him. That is what is, Mazi. Any Uhuru Kenyatta, IPOB get you in Europe, wherever, we will seize you and let the whole world, let it be on record. I have said it time with that number. Uhuru Kenyatta, there is no how you are not going to, when your authorities kidnap our leader, you are the one that signed to take him back to the zoo. While you know that this man is here, you know that his life is in danger. That is why he left that place. They tried to kill him, and he left. And Uhuru Kenyatta, before your authorities hand over our leader, our president to you, the same way you are a president, the same way Mazi Iyke is a president, the same way the level you are now is still the same level our leader are. If our leader is even more bigger than you, but you sign, your signature was there for them to release it for the Jew government, because you know that Jew government is looking to way to kill him. Now that is why I'm saying that IPOB will apprehend the Uhuru Kenyatta any day he leaves Kenya and step his leg in Europe. We are going to, if you like, go anywhere, any hotel you like. They said we heard that Uhuru Kenyatta was lodging there. We will come for you. That is what I have for our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I prefer that one. That is better. But yeah, that is better. You're giving a solution to a problem and not fortunately blames. Anywhere he goes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm in support with you 100%. Anytime he steps out of his country, anywhere we see him, we are going to attack him. That's it. As simple as that. Another caller, let me take a caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi, Dr. Iyke from here. That's Biafrans and Lovers all around the world. Pastor Jack on the line. I just want to add my voice this afternoon. First of all, I want to appreciate God Almighty. Secondly, whatsoever any of us here on any of our platform, they are all expected. They are all expected because no true Biafrans, either family member or not family member, that is not the lover of our leader. So there is bound to be outbursts. So nobody should take them out of context. Now, having said that, I don't want to go to speculation number one, and I don't want to point out some things because if I begin to go that angle, that is not a proper thing for me and for the collective interest of IPOB, because but that is by the way. Now, just like you said, all things working together for good to them that love God.
That's right.
And secondly, why faith is very, very important in every believer, whatever thing you believe. Why faith is good. Faith is equally good to match it up with action. There must be an action plan. Faith without works is in vain. And I don't also expect that everything we must have to do must be amongst on the platform. Now, having said that, what am I saying? Before today, our leader has prophesied today. For those of us who are good students of Radio Biafra,
that's right.
Those of us who have also been praying, and I equally know that today, as what is happening, yes, we know where our leader is. I know by today, everybody that is a true follower of our leader know that our leader have expectation from us on what to do at this point in time. Now, this is that time that we need to take those actions that our leader would have been expecting us to take at this time. If anybody is telling you that our people want to run away, it's not true. Rather, our people are angry because they want to take action. Why they want to take action? Because they knew our leader was illegally abducted. It wasn't extradition. It wasn't a legal process. It wasn't anything legal. And like I said, I don't want to speculate. We know many people are involved, including the Westerners. But let's just keep that aside. But as it is now, we should try and expedite action internally aside our legal process and other things. That they, these people by now, they are preempting what our possible action will be. And of course, they know we have action. There's nobody. If we can pull that force in 2015, the force we pulled, and everywhere was shut down. Now we are more sophisticated and advanced. If it is a school, we have had several degrees by now. Would have graduated with different levels of degree by now. So as at this time, DOX should lead us to take those necessary action that is expected from our leader to take at this point in time, aside legal action and every other action, because this thing, they wrongly did what they did, and there's not going to be disquiet in the house of IPOB, and that is why you are having popular opinion. People are expecting or feeling that action should be taken, not just only to tell them, but because we have vowed that it is Biafra or nothing else. And let me still remind them, no election, in case you are still jubilating in Biafra land, no election will take place in Biafra land, because all of us are willing to die. We have said we want to die. We have been telling our leader we want to die, and our leader have been the person calming us down. Mazi Iyke Peter, it has been our leader that made our people. I don't know how he managed to do it. I don't know the magic. But when our leader speaks, everybody calm down. Not that our leader has trained millions of radicalists in this struggle. People who are willing to give their life. Those who have given their life already, and those who are still willing to give. But I don't know how our leader managed to do it. That is to tell you that he was called by Chukwu Kikaba. Therefore, at this very point in time, that action that is expected of us to take, in order to let these people know that the illegal thing they did against us, we will not take it. Dead or alive, we know our leader will come out. But then we must have to do that. If our leader was still with us, we will still take the action we need to take. And this time they have deviated and added more injury to the wound. So that action need to be taken, and that is the popular opinion of majority of the people calling, and that they are reacting. So that these people will also see the pains our people are feeling. Of course, we know they may not do much. We will continue. They are buying time, but we need to double our effort in upfront for them to really know that these people are actually serious. That is what will appease the majority of the people when action are being taken against this contraction. Nobody is running away from the family. We have come in. Those of you in Europe, you will not come back here if we don't restore Biafra, because they have enlisted your name. Those of us here, we are hiding. Many of us have been abducted. Many we are killed, but we are not deterred until Biafra is restored. That is just what we believe. So we need to do what we need to do to make sure the world will know how serious and how resolute we are. Dr. Mazi Iyke Peter, God bless Biafra.
Thank you, sir. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We still have a call coming in on Signal. Caller on Signal. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on Signal, are you there? All right, that call just dropped. Let me take another one. Caller on Straight Line. Straight Line, caller. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Mazi Iyke, and Mazi Iyke is calling for Ubolafo. Ubolafo is in the local government in Sukasa. Then we say Biafra land. Good day, Mazi Iyke Peter. From here, all regard be to Chukwu Kabiama, and again to Walida Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Wherever he is, I say, may God Almighty keep on protecting him and guiding him. Especially, may God put all our enemy into shame, because we know that he will do it for us, and because this is the final battle. The Mochko Karama and our ears and wherever they are, may God keep on protecting them and guiding them. All the lovers of freedom, may God keep on blessing them in the Mochko Kabama.
You say?
I pray. He said. My brother Mazi Iyke Peter, there is a suggestion that I will bring for our elder to treat about it, because I know that our father now, as far as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is undercastrated now, the person that is driving this vehicle now is our brother Mazi Iyke, which I know that he is driving it in the right direction. But God Almighty will keep on guiding him and protecting him to make sure that he will strengthen him more than ever before. Because you know that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has built this rock in a place that he will never even thinking of shaking. I am suggesting my brother, to our brother Mazi Iyke and the IPOB at large, if at all
Yeah, stay on the line, please. Don't go away. Stay there.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, good morning, Dr.
No, not you. The previous caller is still talking. Just stay on the line.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Go ahead. Straight line, please.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is this: if at all, if it will be possible for us to on that 26th to make sure that what's happening on 31st of May 2021 will be a child of what is going to happen that day. Let there be a total lockdown in the whole Biafra land, and even to the zoo call Nigeria at large, for the world to testify that what is happening is no more a childish. If at all we can advertise that for that to happen, as far as that all roads will lead to the so-called Bitayoko Scott on that 26th, we want to shut the whole Biafra land down. If at all it will be possible for us, let's try and advertise it now that we still have about 23 days more.
Thank you.
That is one of the suggestions that I'm bringing. If possible, let the look into it. That is number one. And again, our people should have to do the needful now, because this level that we are now is the level that we have gotten our freedom. We should remember the prophecy of our leader Mazi Iyke Kanu. He said that what is going to happen in 2021, history will never forget it. Yes. So let all of us make this 2021 be the year of our freedom, and God have done it. The rest remain for me and you, for us to do the needful. And we have to stay resolute. This is a time that we have to show whether we are interested of this Biafra or not.
Thank you.
Because we know that many people are calling, because this is not time of talking too much. Yes. It's time of going direct to the point. I remain blessed. I still remain
Thank you very much. My brother, this is a critical time, so anybody that calls, please just make it as brief as you can. Caller on a signal, please. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Sorry, I've kept you online.
Yeah, good morning, Dr. Ike. My name is Ben Okaf. I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts. Let me also thank Pastor Jack and Chidera for calling you doctor, because that's the only way we can honor you, my brother. Because if we ourselves that are listeners, if we were to be taking courses on broadcasting by now, we all would have gotten master's degree. Let me just go straight to the point. Yes, our leader said,
yes.
In other words, let's first of all get things together, do what we have to do. Later we ask questions. But if we have to ask questions, that questions we ask should be based on the available facts that we have.
That's right.
So that it doesn't become speculation, just like you said. And let me also thank you for the wonderful introduction you did this morning before people started calling in. It was 100% straight to the point. Nothing to be taken away. I hope our people are listening. My brother, there is something, in deductive argument, you argue from facts that are available.
Yes.
One thing is very obvious. After listening to a Geoforce meeting, the communique, our lawyer, when he met Mazi Iyke, it was obvious that he was kidnapped in Kenya, and they kept him there for 8 days. There is something that Chidera said this morning that made a lot of sense. In that, if I were there and people were saying that he kept tweeting, obviously his computer was compromised. They must have laid hand on his laptop. And you remember on 23rd of June, there was a communique that said he was going to be broadcasting. We discussed on it at length here, and you said until you hear it from our leader that you shouldn't take it to be serious. It calls to question who was in possession of his computer at that time. Then one question that we will have to deal with is this. My brother, anybody that travels, probably you're going to the zoo, immediately the plane touches ground, people bring out their phone and start calling their loved ones, telling them we just landed. Because anybody that is traveling anywhere
for security reasons, always keep in touch with their loved ones. My question is this, and what I want everybody to ponder with. It's not speculation, it's based on facts. When Mazi Iyke landed in Kenya, did anybody worry about whether he made it there or not? Did he call his family? Did he communicate with any member of IPOB, maybe the leaders, or people that knew he was traveling to tell them, I have landed in Kenya? That is one question. Number two, after 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours,
yeah,
5 hours,
Ben, we are going away from the point that I wanted to raise this morning. These are blame games. I don't.
No. I'm not calling it a blame game. I said people will ponder.
Yeah,
See, you throw in something for people to ponder, and it's based on facts that we have, that he was there for 8 days. So what I'm saying is this, at least the wife would have.
Why don't we deviate it to advice on what we are going to do rather than going back there?
Okay, let me go straight to the point I would like to put forth.
Yes.
In order that we don't have a repeat, whether it was somebody will call it a speculation or not, because if we had known that for the first 2 days that he was in Kenya, and we raised an alarm, probably the world, and we have the means of raising that alarm because of our radio, everybody will know that Kenya is holding him. So we wouldn't give any room for Kenya to even deny that they were holding him. And we contact British Embassy and all the rest of them. That is a given. Number two, now we are in a process now. Everybody knows that we have to do something in terms of demonstration, not going out there destroying things.
Exactly. That's where I want you to talk about.
We need to. Whoever the people that are in charge must immediately organize. I don't know what it would take for people to go. Look at what happened in Porako. Did anybody tell them to do that? Wasn't that a positive thing that they did in Porako? Immediately that news broke that our leader is in custody. You see the people going on the streets. We saw it. It was in the news media. Yes. Everywhere. You see the group, you see the crowd. Things like this are what we need to do. Because, they are watching to know what will be our reaction. Okay? From there, it will decide what they will do. So let us make sure that that is within our reach. To start demonstrating is nothing. It does not take anything. Thank you very much. I just want to air my opinion, Dr.
No, thank you so much. All right. That's a good one. But my only take in this whole thing is that what we're looking ahead. This, normally when there was like a bombing in 9/11, a lot of people were saying this could have been that. No. You don't preempt it. When it happens, that's when you start to say Ozemena. That's what we from Ozemena. You take precaution against things like this happening. But that is for later, not now. Our focus now is what are we going to do? Move ahead. Omego. So that is where I am focused on. It's not that I like thinking backwards, but sometimes it doesn't help us. Oh, I could have done it like this. This is the same thing we see in IPOB. NNAMDI Kanu will do something. I got a mail like this. Okay, he didn't do it that way. So what are we doing now? Let's move on with what we are doing. If you know, it's incarceration. Now I'm calling on all those people who say he doesn't know how to do it. It's time for you to come out and exhibit to us how to do it. So let us just be positive about it. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke, good evening from South Korea.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi Iyke. Yeah, Iyke, thank you for this opportunity to air my view. First of all, I thank all IPOP members all over the world. I thank everybody who are contributing for what happened. My brother, what happened, and we thank God that Nigeria government has said that they are the one holding our leader. That is one victory.
Yes.
Because if anything go wrong, if they are hiding it or whatever, if anything is going on, we would have nowhere who to hold and who to blame. But one miracle, for those who believe in miracle, one miracle that happened, that they are confirmed from them that they are the one holding him.
Yes.
And I thank God for that. We have that victory. And one also victory, I believe that we have, God blindfolded them. They didn't go the due process of taking our leader.
Yeah.
So we had that victory. So for our leader, if the world, all those people in the authority, if they will go back to our leader's clip, they will be hearing our leader emphasizing that the Nigerian government is sponsoring terrorists. And at the end of the day, they have see that Nigerian government is purely a terrorist government. So it's another victory on its own side. And one thing I want to tell our people, everybody should calm down, because from my own understanding, God allow it to happen. Although it may not be God planned, but hence it has happened. Through that way, God is going to do something. Because I know our leader have do all they have to do from his outside world. Broadcasting promises, doing all manner of things to make sure that Biafra come. But I tell you, Biafra will come sooner, faster than if our leader is still outside. Here now is in the Nigeria custody. This is the time that our Biafra have taken another new shape, because all those that doesn't have interest about this Biafra, they are going to have the interest. As they are discussing how our leader will be taken care of, be free from that dungeon, the same way they are discussing how this thing will come to an end. Thank God everything is happening the same way. Sunday is happening the same time. Our leader, all these things will indicating that true Nigeria is a failed state, and all hand is pointing and direct at one particular people, which is Fulani. They are the ones doing this thing to Biafrans and to do the worst. So for my own suggestion and understanding, I believe this is the time, and God will lead us to that victory. So my own suggestion to all Biafra, we keep on praying for our leaders. My own fear that those people, they will not inject him, not even give him a food poison. Maybe give him one injection that will weaken him. Maybe after some time, the man will go. But I believe God, who have been guiding him all these years, will continue to guide him. So my prayer to the Biafra, let us keep faith and believing that at the end of this reign, we will have victory.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you very much. I have another call coming in on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Mazi Iyke. They're calling from Biafra land, sir.
There we go.
Mazi, I don't know what you said, but which mother attack Abu Chineke? Huh?
Yes.
I still believe so much concerning what our leader used to tell us. Oh, what I know that
yes.
This way of referring Biafra is this way now. If our leader keeps away from these two people, our restoration will be prolonged. But now we want our freedom to come today. That's our leader come. So to focus on the direction of the creator and know what he have in mind concerning us, because now our enemy cannot do our leader any picket. Even one of his there is a nail on his finger cannot come by them. They know the type of fire they are touching, and anybody who knows or who have understanding should know that touching fire is not good. They know that touching our leader is going to bring a very big problem to them. They will never touch. But what I'm saying now, what can we do to make sure that prolonging of 2015 was too much, but this time we will do everything possible to make sure that to assist our leader is going to live. If not, everywhere, even if they regret ever seeing him on the road and they punch finger on him. Talk not of adopting him, because they will just went and collaborated with our enemies, British and the evil African presidents, and adopt our leader. But all of them must pay for what they have committed. As long as they have joined together to commit against us, we equally gather ourselves, gather our resources, gather our understanding to fight against our enemy, because they have shown to us that they are our enemy. So I pray that Biafrans will, in form of bringing our heads together and know what is best for us to do, and our freedom will come. Not only that, our leader is going to leave the dungeon where they keep him now. Our leader is going to come out successfully, and the Biafra is going to follow him to come out of that place. That is what what I believe. And I pray that Chukwu will continue to strengthen and guide him. No any plan of enemy will ever touch him. That's my own prayer. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you very much. I have another one on same straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, I think good afternoon.
Welcome to the program.
And God bless you. Yeah, you see, anybody that is truly worshiping God supposed to know what to do by this time. Our leader has been leading us very well. My name is Zulu from Dublin. Our leader has been leading us very well, and trying to exempt us from every trouble. If our leader is a trouble somebody, we're supposed to be at war since. He's a prayer for somebody, and we are following him in that way. Anybody that accusing him is just wasting time. All we need to do is to pray for NNAMDI Kanu, because even the whole world are speaking against the Zoo government now. You think they have rest of mind? They don't have rest of mind.
Of course not.
In the coming days, you're going to see what is going to happen in the world. They don't have rest of mind. When it start happening, then people will know the value of our leader. Nothing is going to happen to him there, because if something happens to him there, in short, Nigeria will be on fire. But I pray, I'm still kneeling down praying for our leader. I know, as far as he stays there, more prestige, more guidance from God Almighty, more protection. I have no fear about our leader, about his condition, because I know God is in control. Anybody coming here to blame one person or the other that we are going to do this, we are going to do that, no way. Our leader is a godly person, and I'm expecting miracle to happen about this Biafra issue, because we have not been doing it by our power. God has been directing us, and I believe that what God started, God, our same God, gonna finish it
to the end.
So that's my mind.
And there we
I pray, let God continue to direct us the way we shall go.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right. I believe that too, my brother. I believe in it so much, because this is a process our leader is going through, and the end will justify the means. There's no doubt about it. If you see the end, it will come. Because what makes these people think that you can go to another man's country and pick up somebody? I'm still waiting. Believe me sincerely, I don't even know. I wouldn't procrastinate, but I don't know that any judge, no matter how stupid and how intelligent and how dubious you are, the world is focusing on you, because he's going to ask, how did you bring him? The whole details will come out in court. That's why I say speculation doesn't help anybody. We have not known anything, because you remember that when Nigeria brought him, when they announced his arrest, they didn't tell us. They just said they arrested him. They never told us where. They never told us how. They didn't show us any video. Such a high profile arrest will start, believe me sincerely, from the point where they took him, put him in the aircraft. It's supposed to be a video that will follow it until he gets to Lagos. There's no such thing. I personally went to Interpol website. There was no such thing. And I said to myself, one chance, because that's what they have gone into. So let us keep our fingers crossed and allow Chukwu Kikabima to do his job. I'm not saying we should all sit down and be docile. No. We have the right to avenge our anger in demonstrations. We're not going to destroy anybody. We're not going to destroy anything. We're going to come out there. London did it already. River State, Iguacha, they did the same thing. So you can't carry on like that while we are waiting, because when they say 26, you think it is next year. No, it's a couple of days from now. The truth will come out in that court, because the court the whole world is focused. That court is going to be full to international lawyers. There are people that are going to sit down there and see what is going on. This is the blessing from Chukwu Kikabiyama. If you listen to our leader's last broadcast, go back to it and listen to what he was saying. We shall all die, but I'm going to lead it from the front. I'm not making this up. It's in the broadcast. Well, they will kill us, we will kill them, because it's time we will all die. I am saying we all die because I am going to lead it from the front. Does that tell you any story? Why are you challenging Chukwuka Abiyama? This man is in direct control of his destiny. He knows what he's doing. He knows where he is going. Any other person that comes in there is part of the process. Judas Iscariot. Have you forgotten him in the Bible? Have you? He was there to fulfill a prophecy. That's it. So, Kenyatta, whoever sees him anywhere, right now he's not sleeping very well in his house. We have to let him know that he has offended 70 million people if he is the one, because the first statement that I read was that there was a denial by him that he has already fired 5 people or something like that. You know, like too many informations coming, we don't know which is true. So that's why sometimes I read something, I just pass it on, because I've not heard officially from anybody that is true. Let's take a call. This call is from Principal Officers Line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, my name is Mazi. I'm the National Bureau here in Ghana. I want to come online to at least to thank Chukwuka Abiyama for what you have done. Yes, our people, they need to demonstrate their anger as everybody is coming, but one thing is certain is that I thank Chukwuka Abiyama that at the spot that they adopted our leader, that they did not kill him. That is the victory number 1. Then that with that play that our leader is, no matter we know what he's going through now, one thing is certain is that at the end, victory shall be sure. And now it's not only victory of our leader coming out from the zoo dungeon, but at total life that Biafra also will be restored. So I want to encourage Biafra. We know that it's not easy. Like we, the young ones, we know what our leader is fighting for us. We scattered all over the world. We know what we are seeing outside. So our last hope on this world, I'm telling you the truth, is based on our leader Mazi Iyke. So as he is arrested, some people we are asking if they can say, oh, Biafra I tell them that Biafra will be restored. It doesn't matter what the zoo will do. You know, Biafra must be restored. Our leader have trained us to the extent that whether he is there or not, is either Biafra do not come or every living organism perish. That is what we believe in now. It's either they give us Biafra or let the world generally, I'm not talking only about Africa or Nigeria. The whole world will come to an end, because Biafra fighting for is our right. UN said that is self-determination, that every citizen, every indigenous people have right to agitate for their freedom. So what Mazi Iyke is in law with what UN Charter said. So Mazi Iyke is not doing what is not a law. So them adopting our leader is against international law, going to another man's country to arrest somebody. You know, they said that Interpol do this, Interpol, but at the end, the world have seen that no Interpol arrested our leader. That it's Nigerian government that adopt our leader. So I want to encourage Biafrans all over the world that we should exercise patience and produce process as our DOS have said. Let's just exercise patience. Those that want to demonstrate, if your national coordinator give you order to do so, you're free to do so. If the DOS give order that the whole world should march, we will march. You understand? But we should exercise patience. At the end, Biafra will be restored. No man's born of a woman will stop us. Mami, I want to thank you for picking my call. Chukwuka Abiyama bless you and preserve our leader where he is. I know it's not easy, but that God that was with him from 2015 that to 2017 that he was released, and 2021 will also be with him. Nothing will happen to him. Thank you, man, for picking my call. Chukwuka Abiyama bless you. I turn off from here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-27984. Somebody just sent me a clip, and I think I need to read it out. I was very happy when I heard the arrest of Kanu. Bandits is a business for them. They didn't call for Nigerians breakup. Did you hear that? That's El Rufai. He's happy that Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested, and they asked him in BBC, so what about the bandits? He said that is a business for them. Then we have Infulefus, idiotic people in the south who call themselves governors and call themselves Ohaneze Ndigbo. When they hear that their son has been arrested, the first thing he said was, thank God, we will now have an Igbo president. Hell! That is, I don't know where to start. Let me take a call first, because who am I candidate to distract me? Caller on Principal Officer's line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi Peters. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you, Peters. Thank you for having me, and thank you for being on air again today. Mazi, this is the time we need you people most. You, all of you that be a broadcaster on Radio Biafra, this is the time we need you people. And you people have been doing it. Thank you so much. I thank you, Mazi Peters. I thank Mazi Olozie. I thank Mazi Jonathan and South Africa, all of that. I can't mention all your names. But thank you so much, because this is the time we need you people most. Biafrans, we are getting home. Mazi, you know, I like the way you conduct people when they call here. If they're going out of, or maybe, you know, they says, whenever you speak, it's your own opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. Yeah, that is welcomed. But whenever you are speaking not the right, you know, not what we are talking about, I thank you for handling it very well. Now, Mazi, what means to call here is, you see, Kenya president or Kenya ambassador in Nigeria denying that they did not arrest they did not have hand of arresting our leader. Mazi, if you can remember, I called the first. They arrested our leader on Sunday, and I called on Monday to tell you what is going on. They did not involve any Interpol. This is in Kenya soil. They hand our leader over to the zoo government. That's the way it is. Wait, the truth is coming out. Mazi, our leader said this year, Biafra, the way Biafra will emerge this year will never be like any other year. So Biafra, I know we are in a sober reflection. Let's calm down. Things is working accordingly. You see, God will make things to happen to change things. God will make things to happen to change things. Let me remind my Biafrans one thing. If you can recall, remember 2017 Operation Python dance, when they want to kill our leader. Our leader succeeded, escaped from them. Do you know how this Operation Python that have brought up in this struggle? Do you know how far we have gone because of that Operation Python dance? Our leader always set a trap for this zoo, and they fall into his trap. This is the last trap they have fallen into, and this trap will give us Biafra. Mass negotiation is going on right now. Negotiation, serious negotiation. Mass, we are on top. We are following up what is going on. Serious negotiation is going on right now. Even to the extent they are about to force our leader to sign signature that he will agree for restructuring, which our leader say over and over that it can never happen. That those have died, they die not for restructuring. They die to restore Biafra, and Biafra we shall get. Now, as this thing is happening, it's the God's plan. Nobody should, we have to react because we are human beings. But God is in control. Let us focus. Let us not determine, and let us move forward. We will get Biafra. Biafra we shall get. Nothing than Biafra. Mazi, sorry for wasting your time, and I thank you for having me, and God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We have a call coming in on straight line. Caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Turn down your radio. Turn down your radio. I don't want to hear anything in the background. Just talk to us straight from straight line.
Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
I'm very, very grateful. I'm saying good day to you. And good day to all the Biafrans, wherever you are. Both men and women, boys and girls, especially our youth. So then I'm giving special thanks to our Mazi Iyke, wherever he is now. My people, my own suggestion or my own safety, I'm a cross pusher. I didn't go to school. I want you to talk, but I will try. Because English language is a broad language. If I'm not mistaken.
Go ahead, sir.
The snake is in our house. Snake is in our house. And I don't think that nobody that we saw or see snake inside his house that can be able to sleep inside our house. Even anything that we are planning, let us start from home. Because our problem is not out there. Our problem starts from home. Our problem is from right inside our house. You know, when the professor or a prophet want to give you some prophecy, tell you that that is what is your problem is behind you or at your foot right now. If we are to march, let us start marching from home. Let us march to their house one by one after the other. Because if we are preparing to go and fight our enemies, while our enemies is right inside our house, I don't think that we can be able to defeat them easily. Let us start from home. Not now, but moderator out. No, that would be here. Also, go here, during the time of Ojuku, the same thing. Understand me?
Yes, go ahead.
Ojuku tried his best. And we are trying to make the same mistake when we leave these people. They are living, they are people, they are the ones that are planning and calling these people to come. If your kid or your child is fighting outside, when he comes, you will not beat him. If you want peace to reign, don't beat your child in presence of their enemy. Throw your child, protect him or her first. Then you carry him inside your house and ask him or her, what was the problem? From there we know the truth. And the enemy will not find him or her some other time or any other time. Let us confront this our people, our brothers and sisters. They are the people that they are telling us when they reach Abuja, they collect money and sell us to the enemy. We will be fighting, talking. And anybody who wants to blame, who wants to bring blame them inside this platform, you cut him or her off. Past tense is past tense. Let us face the present one. The solution to the problem. That's what we are looking for. And for my own suggestion is let us kill that snake first so that we can be able to sleep. If you have a secret at home and your wife or your child went outside and leak it, you don't have secret anymore.
Thank
so
you.
I thank everybody.
There we
And we are today, especially, I'm giving you special greeting, please keep it on. Because there's nothing like information. Without this platform, we are finished. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. I have one here that's just dropped in. Caller on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, that's Mike Peters. Hey, my brother, good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program.
May the Almighty God bless you. Yesterday I tried to find you. Yesterday you don't come out on the line.
No, I wasn't online yesterday, sir. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well done, sir. Mazi Iyke, I want to use the opportunity to
I think your phone is open. Shut it down. I don't want to hear. I'm hearing some noise on the background.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
I'll make it go. Yeah. Mazi Iyke, I want to use the opportunity to thank our leader, Mazi Kanu. Anywhere you are, may the Almighty Elohim bless you and guide you and protect you for us. Bless you and protect you for us. Anywhere you are, any evil plans of the enemy will never harm you. God will protect you for us, by through Elohim, and you will be saved in Jesus' name. So, Mazi Iyke, I want to bring a very little suggestion, Mazi.
What's going on? Let's see. All right, I don't know what happened to your line. Your line went off. You can call us back. I'm reading. Let me read something written here by Kanu. It's quite short. That's our leader's brother. He said here, Nigeria is facing the international community because of her activities on extraordinary rendition with Kenya that would be of a great concern to the government and not ESN. ESN is in Biafra land and Nigerian committed her crimes in Kenya. That would be the headlines of Nigerian newspaper and not ESN. You know, somebody's talking about the jumping the queue. They have nothing to say. Like I said, this whole thing that is going on now, it's a very big thing. And I want to see how it's going to play out. You don't go to another man's country and abduct. We have a case in point here in the United States. I remember sometime in the 90s, somebody was brought in illegally. Just the same thing. And they went to court and they called the judge, said, no, send him back. Wherever you got him from, send him there. Let them follow the due process. Then you can bring him back. But these people just went into Kenya, third world country. Obama is from Kenya. Do you not? All of you have to remember that. They went in there and the Jomo Kenyatta was as NNAMDI'S Iyke's favorite candidate, protected him at the time when they were looking for their independence, Mao and all that kind of crap. That at that time I would read the history as a little boy. But today the same Kenyatta, this Kenyatta is probably the son of Jomo Kenyatta. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know that. Now they are the ones. I don't know what these people are thinking, but I said something that is very, very important in all these things. Is I want you to list. I want you to think for once. You will see the handiwork of Chukwu Okike Abiama in what is happening. Because they could have killed our leader. Taking him to even a judge and deporting him could have covered their ass. No, they did not do that. They want to act John Wayne. And they took him, and then they took him, called Victor, what's her name? The judge, and made it public to the Biafran people. Because right now, the same thing that happened when they went to kill him in Afaruku Ibeku. I heard people, in fact, after we were looking for him, when they found out that our leader had come back, nobody believed it. Some people say, we just see somebody praying, that it's not him, it's a cartoon, it's this, it's that. Then later, one HAUSA man wrote an article that I read and I was laughing. He said, these people, if you know you are not going to be able to kill him, why go there at all? Say, I know, it's Chukwu Okike Abiama. They thought they were going to kill him. They look at the house riddled with bullets. They left, they came back, they killed the dog because maybe the dog is in Nnamdi Kanu, has transformed to dog. They will always make a mistake. The criminal always leaves a clue. They will think they are acting perfectly, but believe me sincerely, at the end, when it gets to the court of law and people start answering questions, this is not just ordinary court. Bita Yako is in a big shit. She has to really uphold herself, her dignity and everything, because in that courtroom, I'm sure Nigerian lawyers will all go there. They go book seat in advance. If it is possible to collect money from them to get a seat in the court, they will, because it is going to happen. Biafrans are going to go to court. They are taking all of us 70 million people to court. So be patient. Prepare yourself. If you don't get the money, begin to contribute 100 naira every day. Keep them to yourself, because all roads is going to lead to Abuja. Oh yes, the leader is being arraigned. You know what you did before. Nobody gave it to you. So functioning blames. Why did he go to Kenya? Oh, why he disappeared? We didn't know. Well, what do you do? Come on, let's. We don't sleep with our Mazi. Mazi is an institution. He has the right command and control. If he wants us to know where he is going, he will tell us. It is not in our place to go and start snooping to know where he goes. He goes to so many places. Here in the United States where I live, he comes in here, we don't even know he comes. He does his broadcast, we don't know from where. We don't want to know. The important thing that he is talking to us. So apportioning blames and shifting blames is like a distraction. Name of faith. When I they go church, when they talk about faith. Faith is something. Faith for me is an endowment. You have to be endowed with the power to see what faith is. Like I said, you can always see the end in the beginning. Oh yes, we know where it's going to go. This is 2021. Our leader have already told us, you will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. I am going to come, we are all going to die, I'm quoting him, and I will lead from the front. He's not going to lead from the front, staying out. On Atago, he came back to our land to lead his people to victory. Whatever will Suebia does not matter, doesn't mean anything. It is a process. Crude oil, if you get it from the ground, you put it, it will go through funnels, go through refinery. It will suffer. By suffering, it cook am call bauru because it blew out how the crude motor core engine. Because into that crude kerosene comes out. I'm sorry, so complicated. Kerosene comes out of the crude. Petrol comes out of there. Aero fuel comes out of there. Diesel comes out of there. Crude. And they see on our it is a pity, it is sad. But you know one thing? Chukwuokike Abiyama gave him that mission, gave him that job to do. It's unfortunate somebody has to do it. Jesus of Nazareth, he went through the same process. Because in the end, he never surrendered, he never gave up his hand. He told Herod, go and tell that fox, because he knows himself. He knows what he knows. And then as on our command are those who are full of their ego, EGO. They have a lot of ego and nobody should talk. But unfortunately, you see somebody who can talk better than you, somebody who has more power than you, jealousy breeds in. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, Guy Peters.
Welcome to the program.
God bless you, sir. I'm calling from Abba. My name is NNAMDI, the same guy that called you. I just want to air my own view concerning what is going on now. Sometimes in life, our people is reacting concerning what is happening and what happened to our leader. All the reactions, all the opinions of people that have been talking, all of them are good. But sometimes we don't need to overreact or cross some boundaries. Yes, our leader Mazi Iyke was adopted from Kenya, as we are meant to know, and we are hoping that he was arrested. Was it on 27th? That was on Monday, I think, or Tuesday. The news broke that our leader has been adopted by the federal government. They were rejoicing, celebrating, doing their stuff. But our people should understand something now. The way they are rejoicing at that time is no longer the way they are rejoicing today.
Yes.
When you look at the happenings in Nigeria, both their media, even in HAUSA, they are now calm. I believe they are regretting laying hand in our leader's life, Mazi Iyke. Our people should hear whatever they are saying, their anger, their reaction is good. But all of us must know that we are doing freedom fights. We should be expecting things like this whenever it happens. We should be thankful that our leader is still alive. That is the most important thing. The news broke, was it on Monday? I think it was 27th, that they have arrested our leader, and we started reacting. But yesterday, our lawyer went and saw Mazi Iyke, and the true comment he made after his press release, if I may put it that way, was telling us that our leader was adopted on 18th of June. Now my question to our people that are reacting, your reaction is good. Had it been that our leader was killed on that day before we get to know it, at the end of everything, what we have is that we have the news that our leader has been killed. And what we may do is to try to set everywhere on fire, like everybody was saying. But even at the end of all this, Biafra may come through it, but our leader is no longer with us. What are we going to do? The point is that we have lost our leader, means we have lost it. But we should be thankful that despite all they have done from that 18th till now, till the day they let us know that our leader has been adopted by them, that our leader is alive. That is what matters a lot. Our leader should, our people should learn to not to put pressure our leaders more. Your pressure is fine, but don't go much extent to doing that. Or we should regret. We should think our leader Mazi Iyke is still alive, and we should know that we are in freedom fight. If you remember, the restoration of Biafra, we have been saying that it's almost 99%. Some say it's 98%. But just because of the arrest of our leader this time, everybody have come to know that our leader is alive. He's taking Biafra from 98% to almost, if I may put it on my own, 99.9%. That's what we are targeting now. We are looking for freedom. In the end of all these things that is happening, Biafra will be restored. And nothing is going to happen to our leader. I don't like it when people are saying that nothing should happen to our leader. Well, nothing should happen to our leader. Are we praying that something should happen to our leader? Of course not. The point is that our leader is alive. And our lawyer, Mazi Iyke, have gone there and see him. I believe that if our leader is dying, the way our brother made the comments wouldn't have been the way he made the comments. Yes, we must do everything we can to restore Biafra. Let us not blame our people. Even the president of Kenya, we must know that this is British game. Let us wait. Let investigation keep going. We might even realize that at the end of everything, Kenya may not have any hand in this thing, because this might be a plan of British. We must focus our attention to the right source. British is our problem. British is our problem in everything. That's why in that song that I sang, I said that them should deliver us and save us from the hand of the Britain. These are the problem. This thing at the end of investigation, if all of us saw that at the end of the investigation, the hands of the Kenya government may be clean on this. So my own view is that all of us should focus our attention. The main enemy is British. They are the problem. At the end of this investigation, it may happen that Kenya doesn't have any hand in this incident, just as they are claiming. So we should be patient. Our leaders have told us through Mazi Iyke to be patient. Let us be patient. Let us not keep saying that we are going to destroy. And I haven't seen anybody doing anything. We haven't seen Nigeria burning. We haven't seen anybody being killed. We will do all those things when the time comes. We must always rejoice that at least our leader is alive, safe and sound. Yes, even though he's having a health issue, that's why we keep on pressuring so that he will be released. Treatment to undergo treatment. That is my joy. When this news broke on Monday, it was my friend that called me. I was sleeping. When he called me, I said I have never heard of it. I went to Facebook, the news was circulating. I didn't say anything. I was waiting until I get from the right source. For such a thing to happen, it means there is something coming up. There's something behind it. So I never panicked in that time. All the people that have been calling me, I always see things from the positive side of it. I don't see it from the negative. Yes, they arrest our leader. Everybody is living in fear, reacting in fear. But on my own side, I react to anything that will kill the fear that is in the heart of my people.
Yes.
So our people should focus. They have arrested our leader. Go to Asarok and ask them what is going on in Asarok. I don't hear Lai Mohammed again saying that Nnamdi Kanu is living in Israel's life and all that. Subanjo, all of them that has been celebrated. Even our faithful brother Ijibo, I don't hear from any of them now, because the game is turning around against them. Bible said that I can see everything turning around for my own good.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Bible said that all things work together to them that love God and those that are called for this purpose. So every Biafra remain patient. Our leader Mazi Iyke, now, who is championing the matter now, have told us to remain calm. I believe they are doing something. So relax. So Mazi, God bless you. Keep up the good work. I from Abaye and Texas.
There, well, thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. All right, let me continue. I'll take a few more calls. I want to read out the update on the meeting of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu our leader with the lawyer. I'm going to read it up. There's a portion here that our leader said, and that's where I would focus it on. But I'll read the entire thing, and then when I get to that point. But for now, let me take a little more course. I don't want to, keep people waiting online. Probably I'll close this broadcast with those remarks. All right, I have a call here. Let's take Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good morning. This is Mazi Amukamara from Oregon.
Welcome to the program.
Sir, I just want to say this. The people talking about all this, or maybe blaming anybody. We are not blaming anybody, my dear brother. But we are always saying, because we keep doing this, that when people do wrong, we don't try to correct them. We try to say, let it be. Things keep happening. Okay, all these things, like last caller said, maybe the hands of Kenyan president is not there. Are you telling me that you expect that somebody from your country, the president will not know about it? That one is one point. And another one is this. You can't tell me that our leader is on detention for 8 days. Nobody blew alarm so that we can follow it online, so that when we start about it, maybe all this torture and everything that they did to our leader could have not happened. Everybody should tell the truth. We should blame the people that do this. But if you don't do it now, if you say let it go, another person will plan another one tomorrow. Another person will plan another one tomorrow. I'm just saying my mind.
Amokamara, where are we? I'm going the point that I want to make. I keep saying it, and I'm going to say it over and over. Let us move forward. We are going to blame these people, but let us focus on what we're going to do now. After that, we can now turn the blame. If we start talking about blame, this could have done that, he could have done that, the way the system is structured. I am here, I'm doing the broadcasting. I cannot just go out now and start blaming anyone, because number one, nobody has full details of what happened. The Kenyan president said he's not involved. Okay, when we go to court, we will know who's involved or not. That's the point.
Yeah, but
believe me, nobody's saying that he was involved or he's not involved. I'm not involved. Okay, in 13 days we will know. You don't bring them out. Like my brother just said something. He said today, let me finish before I'll just give you time. My brother just said something. He said today they were rejoicing, but now they are quiet. Do you know why? Because they are piling up lies. They talk, they rejoice, they are talking, we are piling up. Now they are beginning to go home and say, did that really make any sense? Let us focus on moving ahead. What we should talk about is, for me, the demonstration, heat, give them the heat to make them know that we don't care. Let's stop blaming. It's not going to work for us, please.
Okay, so we're not blaming anybody. We're not blaming anybody, but I hope that after this, they will bring those people that is involved, because all became an answer. So these people, just why I'm saying this, if I'm saying when I say what is in my mind, if I buy ticket for my wife today, if my wife landed, my wife will come here and I will test my wife where she is, and I will know how my wife will live from here. If I didn't hear from my wife, I will be disciplined on the land. I can't stay for 8 days without letting my wife is. So people have to buy this ticket and people know our salvation. That is what I want to say. Thank you so much.
That's good. I like it the way you put it that way. They're going to answer the question. The point is that moving forward, for me, it's the most important thing. Our leaders contact the lawyer. The lawyer has come out to tell us what transpired, even though he's not privy to tell us everything. He doesn't have to do that. Absolutely not. Because they know how to handle their cases when the case goes to court. This whole thing I see, I'm rejoicing that this is happening. I don't know why I feel that way, but I just feel that we have won this battle. That's the way I look at it. The other day when I spoke about it, and I told Biafra, because I see, if these people can go there and commit a crime in a foreign land, if you don't think it's for our benefit, of course it is. Because the truth will come out. You don't even know what's going on. Let me say I have a call. This is the line. Let me take this one. Call out good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Please be brief. That's on the line waiting. Principal officer's line. Your line is open and you are not talking. Call out good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. Welcome to the program. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I call it from my location. My name is Sarah Pastor Chris. The reason why I called is that I've heard everybody's. I have what they are saying. You know, in this very world, if there is no negative, there will be nothing like positive. If there is no fire, smoke is impossible to erupt in the air. So, and if we are kind of trying to cover up the smell, the shit, the smell will still be there. But what you said that I absorbed right now is that we should stop and focus on what to do. Because let me just tell you, sir, when this scenario happens in 2015, by this time everywhere has been bombarded, everywhere has been very hot, seriously hot, both Toyota, Raleigh, and everywhere. But the questions, if people ask such questions, you don't blame them. A whole president has been withheld for 8 good days. And the media, our own media, did not announce it. When you send your goose to anywhere, you send it with tracking. And after 8 days, you did not listen, you did not hear from the receiver. You must ask questions. You must go to the company where you send the goose to find out what happens. Did the goose have problem on the road? So if people ask questions, we give them the answer, because if you are trying to cover them, it will bring a lot of things that will destroy this very struggle or will bring much problem.
Nothing will destroy the struggle. Please don't use those languages.
Okay, I'm sorry about it. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry about. I will draw that very statement. I'm sorry about it. Then the only thing the point that I want to make is this very rally that we want to hold right now. I want people that will go to Abuja to be very, very careful, because these people may send what they call it, herdsmen to wait for them on the road. Then Nigeria now the way it is. Going on rally, Biafra land, but going to Abuja, we will have to take security measure towards that. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for your suggestion. What I'm saying is that we are moving forward. We're going to go and do what we have to do. I am not saying that nobody at this time, even when you are in your compound, in your yard, you're taking precaution. So what is the point? What's the news about going to Abuja, making it? They have to advising that they should be careful. Even in your room within Biafra land, within your village today, anywhere you are, you have to be careful. We don't have to, like I said before, this struggle, I am looking at it positively, and whatever they have done, I will not be surprised if this no trial goes on. With an experience, I'm an old man, I'm not very young. I know that you do not commit a crime and trying to uphold a crime. I am not a lawyer, don't quote me. But lawyers know that you cannot really do something, you are committing a crime because you want to uphold justice. No. Justice has to begin from the bottom up. You don't get injustice at the bottom, then go up and expect to have justice. No. They committed a crime. They are criminals. They are undoshi. They've done something. So they went to Kenya. When they did everything and they handed them over, God in his infinite mercy made them forget the fact that they can go to court. Even if the president signs that thing, the president cannot even sign it without they are going to court. The court have to say, take this man away or release him or whatever. So let us leave this problem for them. Everything they are saying, we are recording them. Let not start saying they are lying. No, it hasn't come to that yet. Because even in court, they will talk about it. They will talk about it in court. What we need now is those of you who are very prayerful, pray for the leader. Because they could have killed him. 8 days is not easy. There's a long time. And then not contacting us on the media to say that our leader is we are looking for him for 8 days and everything, and that somebody is hiding something. Nobody is hiding anything. Our leader is an institution. Mazi has his own way of handling situations like this. This man believes that the greatest protection he doesn't need to communicate with you. He does. If you people have stayed with, I have not really had the privilege of staying with him. I study him, but not when he is there. Listen to his past broadcasts. Listen to the things that he say. University of Radio Biafra, that's what we call it. If you have been listening and you're not able to tell who this man is, then you are not a good listener. You don't analyze what you listen to. When you see somebody talk, you know how you can. I'm saying it, and I'm saying it equivocally. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the way I feel about him, if I had a set up, if I had a man who said to go in there up, mark it somewhere. He has no nyakuri. Because he is not somebody, he is not that stupid, he is not careless. For God's sake, Nnamdi Kanu had not careless at all. The first arrest, I was not a member of IPOB. I wasn't. But I was listening to him. He basically, I remember a young person called from Ugwausa somewhere. Why are you doing this outside? When are you coming to Nigeria to come and do this? The man said, I'll be in Nigeria very soon. 2 weeks ago in Nigeria. Have you forgotten what he told us? That Jonathan will not give us Biafra, not Buhari Yenya Biafra. Because you know why? He has checked the brain of all these people. According to a white friend, I think he wrote it number 1, number 2, number 3, because the accuracy is too straight. Obasanjo saw him and arrested him. He told us that for 2 weeks. I said, now let this man go. This man will bring wahala for me. He went through Yaradua. He went through Jonathan. And he remember he was saying that if Jonathan wins this election, where Biafra will not come because they are smart. These are people he cannot pull he knows how to manipulate them until the tyrant Buhari came in. Everything is working according to plan. Why do you think it is this time Kanye made mistake? There is no mistake, my brothers. Kanu Obi, I know that we are all humans. I know you are thinking like a normal person. There's blood running in your blood, but there's nothing you can do. Chukwuokike Abiyama is in control, and sooner or later we're going to see that. It's a matter of time. And 26 or the is only a few days from now. Something might even happen before that 26. Keep your fingers crossed and be very optimistic. Let me read this thing that somebody just forwarded to me. I think I need to read it because I've not read it actually before. But this is a good writer that knows how to analyze things. He didn't analyze anything, but I think he just sent in the message the way our leader. He said, update on the meeting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, 2nd July 2021 by Barrister Ejiofor. That was yesterday. He says, my client Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was actually abducted by the Akos Kenyans Special Police Force on the 18th of June 2021 at their international airport and consequently taken to an undisclosed residence under dehumanizing conditions. He was tortured and subjected to all forms of inhuman treatment which worsened his health condition. He was illegally detained for 8 good days in Kenya before being transferred to their Nigerian counterpart. He was purportedly investigated on a bogus charge while in their custody, ostensibly awaiting to be handed over after their findings prove him innocent of all the spurious allegations. They later beckoned on their Nigerian counterpart to take over. Kenyan government was deeply involved in the abduction, detention, and ill treatment of my clients before the illegal handover to their Nigerian counterpart. A scan of his heart showed that the heart has enlarged by 13% due to the dehumanizing treatment meted to him. There will be need for immediate proper medical examination and attention for him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu conveyed his goodwill message to all IPOB family members worldwide and craved for your unrelentless prayer. That's the way that's the point that I want you to take on to. I will read it again. He said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu conveyed his goodwill message to all IPOB family members worldwide and craved for your unrelentless prayer. We need to pray for him. Those of you who know how to pray, go into your churches and pray for your leader. That is what matters at this time. Apportioning blames, this person could have done that. That is the lazy man's way of analyzing issues. You're going backwards. Move on ahead. Leave the blame until later. Leave the blame until later. Because the likes of, like, I don't want to go Bible, the likes of Judas committed suicide, right? Because he involved for okay. That's how all of them are going to die. Because you have touched a divine person and you are not going to be free. You are better dead. But nobody's going to kill all of you. You're going to commit a suicide. You're going to drink the poison and die because Biafra is going to be here. So he continued, he said, we are going back to the court for the needful. Other details cannot be entertained here. His fortified legal team will address these instructions of the proper forum as we progress. Other details on our legal strategy may not be made public. Yes. With Chukwokika Biama on our side, victory is assured. For if God Almighty be with us, who can be against us? We are Biafrans. We will excel. There is nothing they can do. There's nothing the enemy can do. They will try, but they will always fail. Do not forget, this is a man whose home was raided and 28 people was killed, including his dog. For 13 months, we never heard about him. 13 good months. One day he surfaced in Israel. Fortunately, I was also sitting here, and they called me to say, oh, they saw our leader in Israel. The former deputy, the dismissed deputy, called me and said, make the announcement. I said, I'm not going to make no announcement. You are going to do it yourself. Because this is a man that God has given a job and God will never, never forsake him. We need to be resolute. We need to be strong. I'll keep taking that. Let me see what my time is. All right, let me just give this benefit of the doubt to just one last caller and we'll take it from there. Caller, please make it 2 minutes. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I know your time is about to come to an end. I'm sorry. My name is Mazi Iyke. I'm calling from the city of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Mazi, thank you. And every Biafrans and the lovers of freedom. Honestly, for a couple of days, the incident, what happened, and the reactions is coming from all directions, and sometimes we might not react the way it's supposed to be as a human being. But I believe the way things is happening, we should know that is going towards the direction how God make this restoration to happen. I remember our first I think first